Today is the second week of the Champions operation, so as usual, let's take a look at the newest items in Halo Infinite store and determine whether or not they're worth your money. So let's go Magpies and Magpie Leon, and let's jump straight in. So of course, first things first, all of the new bundles that is from last week are still here. This includes the Heroic Legacy Super Bundle, the Achilles Ascendant Bundle, Eyes of the Emperor, Mythic Magister, the Halo World Championship 2024 Championship Bundle, alongside the 2022 and 2023 HCS bundles, are all still present on the store and likely will be for the remainder of this operation. So if you want to pick any of those up and didn't last week, then you still got another 2 or 3 weeks to be able to actually acquire those. Alongside that, of course, we did have a refresh to the exchange last week, which did bring back some helmets like Kabuto and its attachments. We also got various shoulder pads here and plenty of coatings, most of which used to be HCS drops. Alongside that, of course, the Haunted helmet is still there for 75,000 spawn points, so you should still have plenty of time to unlock this, as to my knowledge it's never rotating out of the exchange. And if it is, 343 haven't mentioned anything about that. Anyway, as for the stuff this week, there is of course nothing new, but at this point that's kind of to be expected. However, there is some other bundles in rotation, starting with the Praetorian Zephyr weapon coating set. This is 500 credits and gives you the Praetorian Zephyr coating, which is completely cross-core on all of your weapons. Overall, I do think this coating is pretty decent, and if memory serves me right, I do think this either released at a higher price or was only on a very limited amount of weapons. Following on from that, we have the Golden Age coating, which says it's on sale for 700, but if memory serves me right, I remember this being cheaper. Or 700 was its original price. I just remember this was cheaper than most of the other weapon coating sets at the time of its release. Anyway, just like Praetorian Zephyr, this coating is available on all of your weapons, but I don't think it looks quite as good as the former, in my personal opinion. And of course, it does cost 200 credits more. I think if you are after a new coating weapon set that has some gold accents for your weapons, Praetorian Zephyr is probably the better option. Speaking of gold, there seems to be a lot of that today, as the Champion Bundle has also returned. This gives you the Halcyon Days armor coating, which is available for all of your cores. I would like this a lot more if it wasn't for the weird neon green parts on the armor. But alongside that, it also comes with the Oddball Champion Stance, the Renfu Shoulders, which are decent, and you also get the Fastball Armor Emblem, Nameplate, Vehicle Emblem, and Weapon Emblem. This is 1,000 credits, and we have definitely seen worse than this. I do think now that the coatings are completely cross-core, there is a bit more value there. However, this is definitely a skip for me, especially considering the only item I even slightly care about is the shoulder pads. Next up, we have the return of the Children of Tish bundle. This gives you another gold coating, this one being the Children of Tish coating, alongside the Brands of Doisak armor effect and the padded Dreams visor. This is 1,100 credits and definitely is on the pricey side, definitely a skip from me. I do think personally, if some of these were just released separately for like 400 to 600 each, that would be a lot more acceptable, but 1,100 for what you get here, it just isn't worth it. Especially in comparison to our next bundle, which is the Opulent Display Bundle. This gives you the Opulent Bokit armor effect for your spawn, as well as the Opulent Pose Stance and the Opulent Bronze armor coating, which is available on all of your cores. And then finally you get the Opulent Butterfly Emblem, which you of course get as a nameplate, armor emblem, weapon emblem, and vehicle emblem. This bundle, just like Children of Tish, gives you an armor effect and a coating, which is now fully cross-core. Of course, it wasn't when it released, but it also includes a stance and emblem and is 400 credits cheaper. That is the last of the returning bundles this week, and I think that does actually summarize all of the new stuff to talk about today. I don't think the Battle for Reach playlist is going to be rotating anytime soon. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if that is the featured playlist for the remainder of this operation, since there's been no mention of other modes coming out or other playlist refreshes over the course of the Champions event. That being said, so far from what I've played of the Battle for Reach playlist, it is actually a lot of fun. The maps are all really cool, and most of which do actually contain some really cool Easter eggs. I do really want to play Ardent Prayer. I've heard that plays much more like a campaign mission as opposed to just a typical firefight map, and I'm really looking forward to checking that out for myself. Other than that, the only other one I haven't played alongside Ardent Prayer is the Lone Wolf map, which again, also want to try out as that does look like a lot of fun. Anyway, I think that does summarize everything today, but of course, if there is anything else, I will leave that in the pinned comment. To coincide with the Champions event, this week's theme was actually to create Gladiator Spartans, but I didn't restrict players to specifically Halo Infinite and gave you the opportunity to make some Spartans in Master Chief Collection too, as we all know there's a lot of Gladiator-esque armor available in that game. First of all, we have two builds from Dialing Mirror, these being their Banished Champion and their Haunted Champion. We also have a very nice Gladiator Spartan from Delusive Man. We also have this really cool build from Void Operator, a Gladiator build and Master Chief Collection from Bullet, and finally a Gladiator Spartan from Miles. Of course, if you want the chance to be featured as Spartan of the Week, or want to potentially suggest an upcoming theme for Spartan of the Week, make sure to join the Discord. I'll leave a link to that in the pinned comment. Anyways, I do believe that wraps everything up today, so thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.